A really good, close 110-metre hurdles race, but on the basis of what we saw from Usain Bolt in the heats of the 100 metres, what can he do? How fast can he go? It's got a little cooler, but the wind is, or breeze if you like, is certainly abating somewhat. It's not raining, thankfully. So Usain Bolt just looked as though all of the problems and all of the issues have just been blown away, were never there. And it was business as usual. 9.87 if you weren't with us earlier on. Easing up, looking good. And I think that's great. It's great for all of us watching, great for him. And hopefully he can relax in this final. A good line up. And all of the fans who've come to see him here tonight are hopefully going to be in for a great show.
So this is Fascinotti, the Italian.
Is out on the track getting ready for that men's 100-metre final, which is going off in a few minutes' time. And a few minutes ago in the warm-up area, that's Neil Black. Now he's the UK performance director, but his first job, you'll be pleased to know, is a qualified physio. And Mo's race going off, of course, in about 12 or 13 minutes' time. But that man there, Usain Bolt, 9.87 in his heat. And Denise, I just asked you a second ago, is this now a race about, I've done my time, I've shown you what kind of shape I'm in, I'm just here to win now, or will he expect to go quicker?
Well, I guess, you know, I gave you one answer, but I think actually he probably wants to go quicker, but, you know, he's shown everyone, listen, don't write me off, I'm still mean business. And, you know, if he clocks another, you know, 9.8, he'll be quite happy. I think he'll be satisfied because it is all about what happens between now and Beijing.
It's certainly put a smile on a lot of faces around here, seeing him in that kind of shape, because nobody wanted to head into a World Championships without a fit Usain Bolt.
No, you want to see him back to his best. You want to see a good battle going in there, and he's a showman. He needs to know that he's on full form to be able to go in there and give it the full show, doesn't he?
Let's see what kind of show he's going to put on. Steve Cram is calling this race.
So yes, I think he'd make himself and a lot of people very, very happy were he to go a little bit quicker than what we saw in the heats. CJ Uja has been given a bit of a, not a nice draw, you could argue, in lane 1. Trell Kimmins in 2, Desaolu's in 3. Then we've got Bolt in 4, Mike Rogers 5, Jimmy Vico 6, Bailey Cole, Carter, the 2 Jamaicans, and Kim Collins on the outside. So the 2 Brits who will be picked, we know that. CJ Uja has made it through, so has James Desaolu. And he looked good, didn't he, in qualifying? Surely a chance to go under 10 seconds again here, but he is in lane 1, a little bit out of it over there, but that's sometimes not a bad thing. Trell Kimmins, 30-year-old, who's in 10.15 his best so far this year, made it through as the fastest loser. As indeed James Desaolu. James, as I said, still really looking for that quick time in this season. Will it be tonight? Well, let's just listen to the adulation for this man. Well, he's soaking it up. I think he's, if anything, looking a bit more relaxed than he did when he came out for his heats. He's suddenly focusing on not just, can I be okay, is everything all right, but how fast can I go here? Mike Rogers will keep honest alongside him, certainly out of the starting blocks, very quick starter, former world indoor silver medalist. And Jimmy Vico, we said earlier on what a great year he is having. That recent 9.86. Well, if he could run that fast, he certainly will give Bolt a run for his money. Kamar Bailey Cole looked good in qualifying, won the first heat in 10.02, will represent Jamaica at the World Championships. Nesta Carter was 4th in their trials. Of course, there can be 4 competitors, the wildcard system, which sees the defending champion and the winner of the diamond race in each discipline gets a wild card to the championships. So in some events, countries can send 4. Jamaica have the luxury in this event, of course, of that. And Kim Collins on the outside, ever popular, 39 years of age. Well, that smile, one of the most familiar smiles in the world of sport, if not around the world, even outside of sport, and it's been one that's been missing for a while, and we need it back, and he needs it back. So Bolt in lane 4. Mike Rogers alongside him. Jimmy Vico, the very good Frenchman, in lane 6. Bailey Cole, the other Jamaican, in 7. Men's 100 metres. Fasola gets out of the blocks very well. Bolt is up there with him, and also Charles Cummins is away. He's got a bit of work to do. CJ to go brilliantly on the other side, and here comes Usain Bolt, and he gets it. 9:87 again. It wasn't quicker, but Usain Bolt is back in business, back to winning ways, back to where he belongs, on top of the pile. There'll be bigger tests to come than that which he faced tonight, and he will have to be better, because that wasn't a great start. He reacted reasonably well. His pickup wasn't very, very good. Rogers, Bailey Cole were right there. CJ Uja has equaled his personal best, 9.96. He had a great race in lane 1 and may have been leading until the last 5 to 10 metres. First 5 men under 10 seconds, but the other 4, as ever, have to allow this man to take all of the plaudits. A little shake of the head, Colin, because I think he's maybe thinking that wasn't as good maybe as he ran in the heat. He made 9:87 look so easy in the heats, it was harder here.
And it was all about that start. Remember, I said to you, I didn't want him to put pressure on that start, but he was caught sleeping, and in the final, in a race like this, you cannot afford for that to happen. CJ in the inside had a tremendous run, and I was really glad. I mean, you were saying that he was stuck out a little bit in lane 1, but I was glad he had that, because I allowed him just to concentrate on his own race, not get involved in anything else. But Usain Bolt, right in the middle of the field, he had to haul himself through to take it in front of Mike Rogers and his fellow countryman, of course, Kamal Bailey Cole.
And Usain is with me down here, draped in draped in the flag. I think it might be the wrong colours, but like we see. Listen, fantastic performance tonight. First in the heats, not the best start there, but again coming through with another 9:87. How was it? How would you assess it all?
I think overall it was a good run, but I think, as I said, my start was really poor. My coach keep telling me just relax and let it flow, but I really wanted to run faster, so I think it kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's getting there, so that's a good thing.
On that first race, you seemed to do it at a canter, really, the 9:87. That must be good for your confidence.
Yeah, definitely. It was really smooth. I got a good start. Overall, it was pretty smooth. I was happy with what I did. But as I said, the finals, I just got a really bad start, and then it just went downhill from there.
And you only had, what, one 100-metre race before this season, 10.12. You were something like joint 62nd in the world, and we know you're the best in the world. What's it been like trying to get back to this point where you be in the kind of form you need to be for Beijing?
Well, it's just hard work. It's all about hard work, dedication. Just keep pushing myself, keep working hard. I wish for the best, so all I got to do is keep working. I feel pretty good. As you can tell, if I just continue working on my start, it'll be fine.
And as for the reception tonight, we saw all the flashbulbs going off again there. Reminders of 2012 for you, I'm sure.
Definitely, it was wonderful. I really love this crowd. I really enjoyed competing here. As I said, it's one of my favorite moments was in London. When I came out for the 200-metre heats, when everybody was here in the early morning. It was beautiful, so I give thanks for the support, and I really love these guys.
A final word on where you go from here. As you build up to Beijing, any more races planned?
I don't know, my coach will decide that. I think you're watching, you work on my start and so forth, and then you'll decide what we do from there.
But is this giving you confidence you're going to be able to defend your titles?
Always, definitely. I feel better. I just need to work on a few more things, get consistent, and I should be okay.
Usain, it's always great to see you here in Britain. You're welcome anytime.
Always a pleasure, always a pleasure. Thanks.
Well, it's great to see him back. I think, he summed it up very, very well. And let's not forget, he's had to run 2 races, back to back. He hasn't done that for quite a while. But season's best equaling, because he equaled what he did an hour or 2 ago, is 9:87. But below that, personal best for Bailey Cole. CJ with a great run, 9:96, beating Jimmy V. Cole, who's been in such good form. So very, very good men's 100 metres. But the good news for everybody is that Usain Bolt is back.
Indeed, Steve, and it is an A-list end to the evening. Usain Bolt, the second to last race on the track. He's happy to be back in London, happy to be back on this track. Unhappy, you suspect, there with his time, and I think that answers the question, Denise, doesn't it? He was going for a quicker time in that second race, but he's closing in all the time on those fastest men in the world this year in 100 metres. And Mo Farah, happy to be